So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? And he shoots! He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Rudiger. Valverde. The most accurate pass. Lampard. Now it's Gonzalez. Can he spark a counter here? The ball has bounced loose now.
Gonzalez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone?
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Here's Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Chelsea are looking to go forward now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Colwill. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Alexander-Arnold. Drogba. And here's Mbappe. Oh, cracking ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cucurella gets over and intercepts. Lampard stood up well to him there. Mbappe! And he can thump it away. And smartly reclaimed. That has not gone well. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's chance, surely! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Chelsea have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Cross needs to be good. Howson attempts a clearance. Chance here to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's a promising position. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Madrid have the chance to go the other way.
Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's... done very well to take that back. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's a throw-in. Some resolute defending there. And no, that was never going to make it. Cucurella gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's Hazard. Space for him to turn and look. Out of play for a throw. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Out again for a throw-in. Now it's Hazard. Cross goes in there. Defending of the desperate variety. Gonzalez. And the counter is on. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Madrid certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Fofana, and they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Check is there to clear. Can he get on the end of this? Hazard is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries to get it clear. That's going wide left. And it's Lampard. Gonzalez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Gonzalez. And it's Valverde. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And Martinez! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Caicedo. And he thumps it clear. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now it's Gonzalez, played out wide. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it. Madrid currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we get things going again.
Madrid can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Alexander-Arnold. And he's got the beating of his man.
Chelsea always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Fernando Torres. It'll be a throw-in. And that's another throw. He's got away. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Camavinga plays it long. Lampard. Now then, just about within shooting range. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Chelsea have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. No, again there's no way through. Lampard, the man we've all come to watch. Hazard finding himself in space. Hangs one in. Palmer! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Drogba. Lampard.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Drogba. And it's Lampard. And here's Mbappe. Done delicately. Oh, that was vital. Nicely spread. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Plays a sharp little ball here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Martinez bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Palmer. Cucurella. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cucurella, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Drogba! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Knocks it into space. Now it's Hazard. Cucurella gets a good foot in there. It's a pretty loose pass. Lampard engages and forces him off the ball. Threads one in. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And the shot! Mendy cuts out the pass. That has ended up in no man's land.
Madrid are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Howson. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Martinez.
That's just...
They've got a throw.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And he's managed to gift it back. Alexander-Arnold has the space to scheme. Lampard makes a move down the right. 4 extra minutes added on. Howson makes the interception. And here's the chance to counter. Can he get it through? Shoots! And it's come back out to it. Has another goal! And that's a tidy finish. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. Now it's Mbappe. Chance! And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! That could spell trouble. Can he finish? And no mistake. Ah, it's offside, and that'll count for nothing.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says...
He leaps for it! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Out for a throw. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he get on the end of this? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. What has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's beautifully weighted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Played out towards the right wing.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well read, and the danger is averted.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Fernandez. Watkins is onto this. That's an imaginative pass. That's good vision. He's on it. Can he get away? McTominay! In he goes again! They've scored! And there is your opener. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, shooting chance! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Gonzalez certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Sanfrecce Hiroshima are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Jimenez. Well, that is one way to stop him. Tries to play it through. Jimenez makes the interception. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. And that is expertly dealt with. Dani Olmo. Martinez. Martinez! Dani Olmo. Goes for a shot! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Valverde.
Madrid can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Alexander-Arnold. Dani Olmo. For Valverde. Dani Olmo. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Valverde. Spread out to the left. McTominay. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Gonzalez. Oh, that is... Can he finish? And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Mbappe. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Madrid sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So, into the second half. Now it's Mbappe. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Valverde. McTominay wins the duel this time. Oh, what a mistake! Big chance! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Matheus Cunha plays the return pass. Defending here is really tight. Now it's Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
A probing pass. Dani Olmo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Martinez. Camavinga. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Referee's given a throw. Gonzalez. too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Camavinga.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they've finally cottoned on to the fact that this centre-forward is talented, highly talented.
29,830.
Rudiger. Valverde. That has been cut short. And they win it back again. Now it's Gonzalez. He is through here. Mbappe. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. He's got away. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Just eases him off the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neatly clipped into space. And he thumps it clear. Akanji. And Dani Olmo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Donnarumma claims comfortably. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Sanfrecce Hiroshima can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 17, Eduardo Camavinga. Number 5, Federico Valverde.
Akanji kept his eye on it, and he's there. He might be in here! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Martinez. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Matheus Cunha. 75 minutes played. Well, that has not gone well. Gonzalez, looking for options for movement. Brilliantly cut out. Fagioli. Now it's Watkins. Pepe with the foul. Gibbs-White. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. Gonzalez in acres of space out wide. He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Fagioli. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, super find. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. And it's McTominay. Now this could be a chance. Back to the keeper it goes. Alexander-Arnold.
2 added minutes.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Gonzalez. Now it's Valverde. Gonzalez. He's through here. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Gonzalez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Madrid can almost taste it. They don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Madrid with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. And he's there to get it away. That's the throw. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Mathias Cunha! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. Howson is there to clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Valverde spots it and intercepts.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. Two hits. Shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that is well cleared. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, this looks sharp. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Gonzalez. He's picked his way through. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, no way through. And here's Gonzalez. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great ball. Takes a shot! It's hit the upright. But he's left disappointed. Johor Darul Ta'zim have their second corner now. Just eases him off the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pepe is there, and he can get that clear. McTominay. Oh, it's come loose. Well, that has not gone well. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! There it is!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Johor Darul Ta'zim have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting...
Can he finish? And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Johor Darul Ta'zim are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Johor Darul Ta'zim are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Kane, Fernandez, and Gvardiol. Strong running down that left flank. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played into space. Camavinga. Played out towards the right wing. He is through here. It's a good spell of possession, this. Nicely spread.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through. And the referee has blown for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Madrid really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Mbappe.
Johor Darul Ta'zim definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And Messi! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Header comes in! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Johor Darul Ta'zim find a position of real strength now. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's run loose here. Johor Darul Ta'zim have a free kick. Great chance here from position A1. Messi! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois!
Johor Darul Ta'zim have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Gvardiol has the space to scheme. He's got away. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Johor Darul Ta'zim get their 4th corner. He's had a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Hangs one and a header! Caught offside that time. Pinches it off him. Fernandez. Tries to play it through. Messi! And a neat finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
It's a promising... And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Howson, lobbed in behind. Oh, well played, well played. And here's Gonzalez. That's been cut out, well played. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. Kane. It's Kane! Oh, it's hit the post. It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Camavinga. Can he get it through? Pass somewhat off. Oh, no, this does not look good. Not the most accurate pass. Aims beyond the defence. McTominay. Camavinga. And the pass is intercepted. Edmilson. And it's Camavinga. And he's quick to return it. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the through ball.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Has a look and place it forward. Vardiol makes the interception. 5 minutes to add. Matheus Cunha. Tries one from range. Brought out the best in the keeper. Thinks one through. Matheus Cunha. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And no, that was never going to make it. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless.
And a quick
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Madrid desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Gonzalez! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, it was still a really positive move though, Peter, to get the runner through like that. It's great coordination.
Esteval, and he's being shifted off it. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gently done. Now it's Martinez. He's through here. Shot could be... Takes a shot! Of course! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Mbappe. Onuachu, never out of the action for very long. Threads one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Palmeiras definitely like their pressing from the front.
Shot a goal! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Camavinga. And he thumps it clear. Onana does really well to win the ball there. Not where it came from. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Foot in. That's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He is through here. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. That'll be a throw-in. Aimed at the far side. Brilliantly cut out. Gonzalez. Oh, he's burst through. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Alexander-Arnold stood up well to him there. Plays a shot. And Martinez! Oh, that is rather wayward. Fernandez. Grimaldo. And here's Lautaro Martinez. It's a threatening ball. Esteval. Alexander-Arnold. And the counter is on. Onuachu gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Goes down, but nothing given. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Camavinga. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now that looks a decent ball. Valverde. Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post.
Madrid really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And here's Gonzalez, and the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Fernandez. Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball. Space for him to turn and look. He's got away. Referee has just said play on. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Jimenez spots it and intercepts. Now it's Martinez. Gonzalez! Gonzalez! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Madrid, and that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Madrid looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's a fair try, but just off target. Onuachu. Not Esteval. Esteval was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Now there's a fight. Real chance! Chance again? No.
Madrid really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Grimaldo. Martinez wins the duel this time. It's played through for him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Madrid in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Gonzalez. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught, and one more try! It's a goal! But oh, it's offside.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Onuachu. Now it's Messi. The message is clear, none shall pass. Played into space. No, that's been intercepted. Onuachu. Mbappe. That ball looks a good one. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Mbappe, he's had a shot! And he couldn't finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. It's gone out for a throw-in. Grimaldo. Akanji. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. And he's there to retrieve it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. A probing pass. That is a brilliant interception. Camavinga. Oh, it's a great... Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Akanji. And Alexander-Arnold.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And it's Camavinga. Closing in on the last quarter of an... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now it's Mbappe. That's destined for the flank. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that was vital. Donnarumma is there to clear. Gonzalez looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Howson. Rudiger. Akanji cuts out the pass.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Madrid are looking all but promoted. They can see the greener grass that is beyond the finish line.
They've been brilliant here, Peter. A thoroughly professional performance. And if things do indeed stay as they are, it's richly deserved.
Chance, surely! That is decidedly lacking. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe.